So this is the pop-up book of phobias, and I'm gonna show you guys what's inside in a second. I'm so happy that I got this book, and then there's also the pop-up book of nightmares, which I'll show you too. I remember seeing these when I was a kid, and then I've been trying to get it back so I could show you guys for so long, but for some reason they were just impossible to find. But now I got them both, and I'm gonna share them with you guys right now. Okay, so here it is. We'll start with the pop-up book of phobias. Howdy Cheryl Ann and howdy Amanda. Here we go. So here's the first one. Ready? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? What's in it? This is dentophobia, it's called. And look at that. Luckily, I'm not afraid of the dentist. I think people who grew up before me maybe are afraid of the dentist when they didn't have the technology they do now. Tiffany Westmore says, I need that book. Yeah. Richard Babbitt says, ass backwards, Rick. Yes, that is in fact how cameras work, front-facing cameras. Thank you for letting me know. Jordan Fisher says hi. Okay, what one's next? Next we have aerophobia. This is a fear of flying. Ready? Here we go. Isn't that awesome? Look at that, how the window moves. Daniel says, I haven't seen this in forever. Yeah, right, like 10 or 20 years ago, you could find this book, but you couldn't now. Dustin says, how old are you? I'm 36 years old. Too old to be playing with pop-up books, but this one is just so incredible. And it hits home with me, because lately, I have not been doing well with flying. I went on 2 bad flights, and when I say bad flights, one of them there was turbine engine failure. So I was on this plane, and then we just made like big dips, like it was a roller coaster, and then they said that one of the engines was out. That's called turbine engine failure. So I'm not good with flying. Okay, let's see what is next up. So next up is the fear of snakes. I won't try to pronounce that, but this is the page for fear of snakes. Never too old for a book like that, says Tiffany Westmoreland. All right, thank you. Stephen Margolis says, show me some magic. I'm working on magic. I've got some videos coming out that are nothing but magic, but I just had to show you this. Do you not do magic anymore, says Jason. Don't worry, I do magic. There's a lot of magic coming. Okay, claustrophobia, fear of spaces. I guess this one isn't that good. Let's go on. Let's see, where can we get them? You get them online. So this is misophobia, which is, let's see, can you see in there? Misophobia is, what is it? It's a pathological fear of exposure to unsanitary or disease-producing substances, dirt, germs, mud, excrement. Let's go on. Okay, next up is glossophobia. This is not one I have, glossophobia. Do you guys know what glossophobia is? Fear of glossy substances, fear of shiny things. Glossophobia. Glossophobia is the fear of public speaking. So this book makes it look like you're just speaking in front of all these people. This is the one page that was kind of damaged. The microphone should pop out a little more. You look like a time traveler bringing books from the future, Rick. This is actually an old one. Okay, so this one, someone said in the comments that they were afraid of spiders. That's arachnophobia. And arachnophobia goes with this one right here. Yep, look at this. It's hard to tell on video, but maybe if I hold it like that, you can see how beautiful these pop-ups are. How is your Rick, says Carmen Berry. My Rick is good. How is your Rick, Carmen Berry? Weird comment. Scared of spiders and almost all of them. Okay, this is my favorite page in the book. This is archophobia, which is intense dread of heights, often accompanied by vertigo. And hopefully you'll be able to see how cool this page is here. So look at that. Isn't that great? It makes it look like you're standing on the edge of a building. And it all goes in there. I got excited, says Alexander V. And Julie says hi. Look at that. I was on a simulation. I've got an Oculus Rift, and there's something to help people deal with fear of heights. And it was terrifying. I could barely, I was just in this room, but I could barely do it. Okay, next one is coulrophobia. I think some of you have this. This is an overwhelming fear of clowns, the origin of which can usually be traced to negative circus experiences in early childhood. Here we go. Isn't that great? I can almost hear the taxis below, says Dean. Yeah, in that last image, this is crazy. I love how they make it look like the clown is just opening his eyes and then closing his eyes. I don't think I have a fear of clowns, but if there was a clown in the room with me, I wouldn't like that. Last is a necrophobia, a morbid dread, a fear of one's own demise. And here, I'm holding that. There we go. So here you're getting buried alive. And then it's the author page. But now we've got the Book of Nightmares, and this is the only other book I have. So let's look at the Book of Nightmares. First up is fear of examination, which I do get sometimes. I've been out of school for so long, but sometimes I'll just wake up and I'll be like, I'm in the middle of an exam I didn't study for, and then I wake up and I'm so happy because I'm not in school anymore and I haven't been forever. Some of us dream about having a bad car accident. That's what this looks like. Ha. The clowns made my heart drop. I hate clowns. Sorry, Davis. It's just a book. Pretty cool book, says Thankyou. I know. This is, some of you dream about falling. That's a common fear. Deanna Wagner says a fear of naked people. If you have a fear of naked people, stay tuned here. First of all, this is the fear of falling. Look at that. Can't you just imagine yourself falling down there? Travis Kinnison says, I'm afraid of dogs. That might be in the dream book too. This is, oh gosh, this is infestation. I'm not sure how many of you can see this. All the little mice that pop out. The infestation page. Let's see. Oh, geez. This is a haunted bedroom. Maybe you dream about that. You can see everything that's going on. If you're just tuning in, we're looking at the pop-up Book of Nightmares. Next up, yep, we talked about someone dreamed about nudity. This is the dream you have where you're naked in public. Looks like this. Ah, isn't that great? They just do not make books like this anymore, I swear. Carolyn Smith says, okay, I'm going to turn this off now. Show us some magic, please. No, Carolyn, turn it off. I'll do magic in another video, but I'm going to direct what I do in my own videos, so just go away. Okay, here's the chase. Fear of dark places, Bert. I think you missed the dark places one, but some of us dream about chase. This is chase down an alleyway. Where did you get these books? I got them online. When I was a kid, I remember seeing them at the store, but, oh gosh, this one. Giving birth, okay? Alexander says we need more videos of you pranking your landlord. Yeah, so what happened was I would love to make more. He just didn't like the attention he was getting on Facebook and made me stop filming with him. And I'm trying to persuade him that people like him and to let me film more. But that's why for the past year, I have not filmed any videos with Joe. Yeah, I understand where it's coming from. This page is crazy. I don't remember my dreams, says Gloria Newsom Danny's. Try right before you go to sleep, focus on trying to remember your dreams. Then as soon as you get up, try to remember. Maybe you dream about the apocalypse, might look like this. You can see it like this. Like you're in the bunker. These are interesting and fascinating, says Jonathan Van Driesel. I agree. And that's all I got. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I'm glad I could share these books with you. If you want to share them with your friends, that'd be great. I guess I'll read a couple more comments. If you have any questions to ask right now, let's see. India Delion says, Rick is tipsy. India, you are wrong. Oftentimes I am tipsy when I go live, but this time I am not tipsy because I am sick. I've got pneumonia and I'm taking a medication that I can't drink on. So you are wrong. Steve Margolis says, do you believe in astral projection? No. Scarlett says, I have a dream of being kidnapped. That sounds unpleasant. Now's the time. If you have any question, write it right now, and I'll try to read as many of your comments and answer them as quick as I can. Has any men dreamt about giving birth, says Anwar. I have not. I now have a fear of pop-up books, says Mel Davis. That is the best comment we got in this. Let's see. Don't smoke weed before bed. You'll never dream, says India DeLeon, the person who said I was tipsy. Ian Carlo says, do you have any plans of traveling? Yeah, I just did some traveling, and I think I'm going to go to Los Angeles next week. You probably meant bigger travel, though. Where can you buy those books, says Paul. Got to try to get them from the internet. They are now very rare and hard to get. And when I was a kid, they were cheap, but now they're expensive. Let's see. I remember most of my dreams and write them all down as soon as I wake up, says Von Lin Beeler Seabolt, who also has the coolest name out of any of you guys watching. Let's see. Scarlett M. Bosk says, are you going to marry your girlfriend? Yeah, she's my fiancée, so that's the idea. Where's your landlord? We went over this. He doesn't want to film more. Can you please read my mind and guess my phobia? Couple people are asking that, but your phobia, I believe, is you're afraid of someone you love dying. That's Josh asked that. And I think it's, yeah, there's a couple people that you worry about them passing away. Sarah Rodlin says, what's the worst nightmare you've ever had? That's easy. That's when I was a kid. I dreamed I went to the circus and there was a giant giraffe who was about 100 feet tall who came down and snatched me up. Yep. Found the book, says Heather Heyman. I guess she was looking online. How much did those books cost you, says Anwar Hargrove. I think they cost me a lot when I was a kid. I remember they were in the store for like $15, but I think I paid $100 for one of them. When will you do magic again, says Bert Hilvano. I'm working on a show, a proper show, where 5 of my friends and I do a bunch of magic, and that will be out in just a couple weeks, maybe as little as 2 weeks. Carmen Berry says, what is your favorite animal, Rick? I'll say my dog, Bodie. I'm doing a good job of answering these questions. If you're watching right now, and if you want to ask me something, now is the time to write it in a question, because I'm going as fast as I can. Destiny says, define arachnophobia. I think that's the fear of spiders. Jamal Brown says, I think you should visit the Bahamas. I did visit the Bahamas a month ago. I just did. Love the Bahamas. I was in Nassau. I used to have nightmares about winged monkeys, says Dean Sidden. Good to know. Lisa Courtwright says, tell me what just happened in my life on October 15th. I believe you got married on October 15th. You probably thought I'd say birthday, but I believe you got married. Now I'm turning into John Edwards doing fake psychic readings for everyone. Which book is your favorite, says Blake Moore. Between these two, I like the Phobias more, but my favorite book overall is called The Tale of the Unknown Island by Jose Saramago, and here it is. And it also has pictures, and it's very short, so you can read this one. When I was a kid, I would read like 2 or 3 books a week, and I did that for 15 years, and then I started making Facebook videos. I have a fear of being trapped in a car swept away by rushing water, says Monica Carroll. I hope that doesn't happen. That would be tough. Ulysses says, when will you have Ellie doing magic sketch like you did in the old videos? Yeah, right now Ellie is making some of her own videos. Now that she's recovering from cancer, maybe you've seen me sharing some of her videos on this page, but she's making videos that she's talking about her journey and putting kind of inspiring others, and they're doing really well, these videos. Prayers for better health, says Cheryl Ann Harris. Thank you. Shout out, Rick. All right, shout out to Joshua. And let's do one last comment. Jonah says, wish I could see you in an AGT show with all your magic talent. I don't perform much on stage, but I have a friend, a magic friend, who just posted today that he's going to be on the next season of America's Got Talent. His name is Pat or Patrick. I'm not sure how he's going by. But if you watch AGT, look out for him. Thank you guys for watching. See you next